very, very beautiful church, and I'll show you in 10 seconds. Had some premonitions, had some insights, had some very deep remembering. We're going to talk about immortality and have a look at this building. Inside is wonderful. The resonance, the acoustics, the colours and the art. Thoroughly enjoyed, and I remembered something. Impermanence. I started to have a few itches when I was meditating in the church. Bodily sensations coming from here and there, as well as various different thoughts. And there were some miraculous instances of synchronicity which brought me back into the concentration of my spirit, and I felt some deep oscillations in my chest. I could feel like I was losing my density, and all the time I was projecting up into the dome where there was this incredible image of Jesus Christ and angels and all kinds of beautiful people who were reconciling in the one truth. I really love the fundamental purpose of religion. I don't think there's much more I need to say on that front. What I came to remember, however, while I was sitting there peacefully, is that during the sensations of my body, the itches and the slight discomfort and mental shock, I suppose, at the feeling I was receiving, is that all of that is really a buffering threshold for the consciousness of one to emerge, and immortality is the end result in our capacity to define or explain in this language, essentially. So there is this observation that is imperative for our bodily sensations to be tuned acutely into the sensations we may be feeling for the development of the wisdom of impermanence. This is a well-known Vipassana knowledge. If you go and meditate for 10 days in the Vipassana retreat, this is all you'll be doing. Observing every minusculesque feeling in the body and applying your wisdom of knowledge that it is simply a temporary experience, and bringing you to an acceptance to embrace whatever feeling is there, with the knowledge that it is simply arising in passage. So the same can be said about human beings. It often is that we are simply arising in passage, and we are passing away. We are no more exempt from the law of impermanence than any other phenomena. However, the spirit of every human being has the intrinsic capacity to become immortal, and that is because the nature of spirit actually is permanence. So all we're doing through this buffering period, this threshold of impermanence, is bringing about a deep reconciliation, a remembering of the principal fundament that is absolute essence. I like to call this principle absolute essence, because it is the essence of the absolute, and that means it is absolutely permanent, essentially. The only thing that's impermanent is that what is not in a sacred alignment. The sacred alignment happens through time. That's why we're experiencing time in a linear fashion, because we have to move from one part of perception to another refined part of perception. And I love these little friends I find on the way. Thank you, God. I'm saying that we are impermanent only temporarily. And it's a very important phase to observe extremely carefully. And while we're observing that impermanence through ourselves, also we are with the creative duty to formulate the intellectual basis by which we can assimilate the absolute essence. I hope you have a wonderful day. Kiss the sky.